I really lacked any confidence in my abilities to do like anything. I've always been one of the least athletic people I know. And if I can do this couch to 5K, you can do this couch to 5K. Actually couch to 5K now. For real. I'm training to be a video game character. And so I was just feeling like really tough. This week is already off to, I think, pretty great start. Today is Wednesday, and I'm planning on doing my run today, but we did already on Monday. We went for a really nice long walk with the whole family and the dogs and stuff, so I took a couple little clips that don't have my kids in them. But it was really, really nice to get out. It was a beautiful evening. Went for a really nice, it was about like a 45-minute walk and weighted walk because I was carrying my baby. So that's just even better. Good start to the week. I already got my like bonus walk in. Awesome. And then the second part of why I'm feeling optimistic this morning, besides generally trying to be an optimistic person against my will at times, is I think I have a new plan for what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put a pause on the Runna app. It's just not serving me anymore. But I do feel bummed when I open up my phone and I look at this plan and I know I can't do it. So I'm regrouping. I went on the interwebs and I found like the couch-to-5k.com, like the official couch to 5K plan. And I'm just going to do the couch to 5K plan straight up. I'm going to do the couch to 5K plan the way it's meant to be. So I just printed it out for myself. You can like download the PDF online. I printed it out for myself. And my thought was that I'm not going to start over from day one. This has it 3 days a week. I've already decided I'm doing 2 + 1 supplemental something. So I'm going to stick with that. And I'm just going to go, one day at a time. And my thought is if I get to a point where I cannot do that day, I will repeat it until I can do it. And then I will move on to the next day. So looking at this, like this is week 3. This one is jog 90 seconds, walk 90 seconds, jog 3 minutes, walk 3 minutes. I think I can already do that. I know I can already do that. So I'm just going to like skip up through here. This one is 3 minutes and then 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I have not previously done that. So that's what I'm going to start with today is when I go for my run, I don't know, in a couple hours probably, is the 3 minute, 5 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. I'm trying that out. And then if I can do it, I get to cross it off. That I love checking things off for that little dopamine rush. According to the couch to 5K plan, I'm on week 4, day 1, but really I think this is week 8. Oh my gosh, is this already week 8? That's okay. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling like this is a good plan where I'm still going to see myself making progress, but that I'm not like falling behind, that I'm going to repeat it until I nail it and then move forward into the more difficult run. I don't think that is how it is intended to be done. So maybe I'm not doing it by the book, but it's more by the book. We'll see, but this feels good. It is now a couple of hours later and I'm actually following through and doing my run. Now, I really wanted to run outside today. I just really feel like I need the fresh air. And I also feel like it's easier to like run farther when I'm outside because I think it's because I have like more to look at and like distract myself and like you feel like you're moving. I don't know if that makes sense. Like when you just run around circles on a track, like you're not going anywhere. So I do feel like it's been easier for me to do better runs when I'm outside. So I really want to run outside today. It is like looking like it's probably going to rain a little bit, but I'm just hoping to get my run done before it really starts pouring. And I'm not made of sugar. I'm not going to melt if I get wet. So we're just going to do it anyways. I feel like that's my theme, is I'm just going to do it anyways. All right. So let me remind myself what I'm supposed to do. 3 minutes jogging, 90 seconds walking, 5 minutes jogging, 2.5 minutes walking, and then repeat that after a walking warm up. I looked for apps to use, and briefly, I spent like less than 5 minutes looking, and either you have to pay for it up front, or once you open it up, you have to pay to like continue after 2 weeks, which this is week 4. So I'm not using an app today. I'm going to try to just use my timer on my watch. I prefer to listen to audiobooks when I run, which shocked my husband. He thought it was insane. But I love an audiobook. So if you have any recommendations of good audiobooks, let me know. I'm currently listening to A Testament of Steel, and it's been good. I love a little hero story, a warrior, I don't know. I love like fantasy and, or like a good heist. Love a good heist. Sci-fi, I've listened to some really cool, I've even like, I don't know when this applies, but I read this series that I can't remember the name of now. It was called like a space opera. It was really fun though. It was actually really funny. But anyways, if you have any recommendations for some good audiobooks on Audible, I would love to hear them. I love a good book on tape. Okay, last procrastination, and then I'm really leaving. I was playing Assassin's Creed the other night, and it's like the only video game that I still occasionally play when I have time, because I was in love with Ezio. Like, if you played Assassin's Creed, the Ezio era, man, those are the good old days. But I had a thought when I was like holding down sprint to get to my next destination. And of course, I always make her sprint everywhere. And I just had the thought of like, this is what I'm training for. Like I could never sprint or even jog slowly for as long as I make my poor little video game characters run. I'm training to be a video game character. Only good news to report from today's run. I didn't get rained on, so that's pretty cool. I didn't get a bug in my mouth, even though I did walk through like a cloud of bugs multiple times. No bugs in my mouth. And what else was really good? I saw a hawk. I always love that. That's good news. That is good news. But the biggest news of all, I ran for 5 straight minutes. Oh my God, I just wanted to like squeal and jump up and down. Although my legs were so dead, I don't think I could have jumped up and down. But I really, in my heart, I was jumping up and down. I ran for 5 minutes in a row. So that's a new personal best. I still think, I was going to say, I think I'm going to repeat this day again, because I was supposed to run 5 minutes twice and I only did it once. And I did it on the second try when I was the most tired. And I think it's really because I just didn't believe that I could do it the first time. And so I gave myself permission to not do it. You know, when you think, I'm not going to do this, what do they call it? Like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I told myself I can't run for 5 minutes. and then I couldn't run for 5 minutes. And then the second go around, I was like, I am going to run for 5 minutes. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was because I was in like an intense battle scene in my book. And so I was just feeling like really tough. I was feeling really tough. So I just went for it. And I do feel like I need to look at my watch as little as possible. And when I did look at my watch, I only had like a minute and a half, minute 45 left. And I was just like, I'm going to do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. And then I did it. And oh my word, that felt amazing. That feels amazing. So I don't know. I was going to say, I don't know if I should move on to the next day or repeat today's, but the next day in the schedule is the same as today anyways. So I'm going to cross it off for myself. And if I don't do quite as good, I can always repeat the next one, you know? But I'm just feeling so amazing. And I want to cross off. So let's, this bad boy, goodbye, crossed off. That's right. Another day done. Oh, that felt amazing. I am feeling just absolutely amazing. So proud of myself. What a beautiful day. I am in a fantastic mood today. Honey and I are ready to run. We are ready for our run. It is beautiful sunshine day today. And get this, it's Friday. No, I didn't wait until the last day of the week to get my run in. I am basically crushing it because I'm an active person and I love to be active. I do active things. Oh boy, I didn't realize how windy it was until that gust. But I'm in such a good mood, it's not going to be a problem. We can handle a little wind, huh, honey? I think we can. So for today, if you're following the official Couch to 5K plan, we are on week 4, day 2. And that is a 5-minute walking warm-up and then 3 minutes jogging, 90 seconds walking, 5 minutes jogging, 2.5 minutes walking, 3 minutes jogging, 90 seconds walking, and then 5 minutes jogging at the end, however long it takes to walk back to the car. Cool down, pretty much. So I'm feeling great. I'm still just feeling amazing after how my last run went. I'm really going to try to repeat that and maybe even do better. I think Honey's going to do great. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling very good. And I just keep thinking, you know, of where I was at the start and how I really lacked any confidence in my abilities to do like anything. And the run that I had earlier this week, it really was just such a confidence booster. And so I'm hoping I can repeat that again, or at least, you know, get close. I think I can do it though. I can push myself and that I'm going to do a great job. And I'm really excited that I'm getting my run done Friday because it is Good Friday today. So it's Easter weekend and I'm excited to have the whole weekend to just celebrate Easter with my family and make it really fun for my kids. And, you know, it's just all looking up for me. I'm basically nailing it. I'm basically doing amazing. And I do think this weekend's going to be great. So I love Easter. Christmas is my favorite holiday, but Easter is a very close second because they're both just such important holidays for me.
Let go of who you are, become who you might be. Let your life become living poetry. You were born.
Another really great run. Once again, this was exactly what I needed today. Running is so great. I've always been one of the least athletic people I know. And if I can do this couch to 5K, you can do this couch to 5K. Absolutely. You could absolutely do this couch to 5K. So if you've clicked on this video because you want to try couch to 5K, I cannot recommend it enough. I already feel so much more confident in my abilities. I can already tell how much stronger I'm getting, and I'm having a lot of fun. I really am. Running is so much funner than I expected. So try it out. Try it out. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I'll be wrong. If I can do it, you can do it. I did. Ooh, that looks cute. Look at that. Woo! I was able to do a really good job. I'm really proud of myself. Truthfully, this is like 2 good runs in a row. I'm feeling great. I definitely notice a big difference in how difficult it is to run in the wind. There were definitely a couple times when you could just feel it, like trying to push you backwards, and that definitely made it more challenging. I might have talked a big game before going out there, and in fact, the wind, maybe I should have been a little bit more frightened of the wind, but we did it. Honey did amazing, of course. She did great. She wants me to be able to run faster, and I'm gonna work on that. We'll get there. Now I'm looking at the next day in the plan because while I did a really great job, I did stop during the 5-minute increment. I gave myself 10 seconds to just like take a couple big deep breaths, and then I kept going. And honestly, I'm really proud of that I kept going and that I didn't give up, but I didn't do a perfect job. So I was looking at this trying to figure out, do I want to cross it off? Do I want to repeat this routine, this day again? And looking ahead at the schedule, this day does repeat again anyways. So I'm going to cross it off. I'm going to have confidence in myself that this is working for me, and I'm going to move. The next run will be a repeat of this, but it will be 1 day further in the schedule. I think this feels doable. Honestly, the worst part of today's run was that, the wind, but honestly, even worse than that, there was a hawk, and it was just like coasting in the wind, and I could see it from quite a ways away. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get a picture or a video of this hawk. It just looks so cool, like a kite. I don't know how science works. I don't know how wings work. The wind was so strong that this hawk was just staying in place and just like slightly moving left to right a little bit. And it was absolutely beautiful. I love birds of prey. I think they're awesome. And by the time I got to where it had been, it had moved on. And then I tried to get my camera out because I saw it coming in my direction, and it like swooped right in front of me, and I didn't have my camera ready. It was such a bummer. Now I've hit my goals for this week. I have done my bonus walk. I did a walk on Monday, and I did my 2 runs for the week. So far, I have stayed in my calorie deficit. Easter basket candy, that's going to be the doozy. So I will report back on if I stuck to my calorie deficit, but so far this week is looking really, really great, and I'm looking forward to enjoying Easter with my family. I did stick to the calorie deficit, so another week done. And I hope wherever you are that you enjoyed Easter with your family, if you celebrate as well.